to my channel. Today's video will have another manifestation law of attraction video with my law of attraction playlist. I know this is not everyone's cup of tea, but I just feel like it is the right time to just uplift each other, give each other sort of ideas and thoughts and tips and tricks about how to go after your dreams, how to make this year count, and just not feeling like this whole pandemic is a waste of time. I know a lot of people feel like that, but honestly the time we have to explore and just see what the world has to offer is so important. So for today's video I thought I'd share some of my most important things that I've learned that I think that are important with the law of attraction, and just other books that I've read that are self-help books and sort of make moves towards your goals. I just thought I'd share my knowledge, and it's really nice, even though I'm not an expert, but it's really nice just to look back on these videos for myself. I find them so motivating when I feel a little bit down, when I'm feeling a little bit off track, when I'm feeling a little bit in a low vibration. It's so nice just to look back on these videos and sort of grow my knowledge and understanding as well, and look back on them and be like, oh, I forgot to use that little trick. And yeah, I thought it'd be a really good video for you guys as well. And yeah, let's get straight on into this video. So first of all, grab your notepad. I think it's so important to write everything down. I've written down all my things I want to say in this video, because otherwise I'll forget, and that's one of the main important things, is to write everything down. You can learn a bunch of stuff, but if you don't write it down, you're never going to recall it, you're never going to implement it. So definitely recommend writing stuff down, because I think it's so important. And this is just some things that I've written down for this video, but I do have them written down separately. This is just a load of things I want to touch upon. I've actually written more than 5. I was going to do 5, but yeah, let's get straight on into it. So a little separate thing that I wanted to touch upon is sort of like realizing how much we are bombarded by adverts and everything like that, and sort of taking yourself away from it. The one thing that I've learned from like studying the law of attraction, everything, that you sort of like need to be enlightened about what's happening around you and how you're sort of being controlled to see all these adverts on a regular basis through many sources, like on your phone, like even YouTube. I know that's how when you get monetized you make money, but at the end of the day, if you're putting your energy into watching and like actually seeing those adverts, I know it can be quite hard. It's sort of, you're being bombarded with thousands of adverts, and it's sort of really unhealthy to like pay attention to them and see everything advertised, and it sort of takes it out of your control. Like the way the whole business and the world works is around advertising, like on websites, advertisements on YouTube, advertisements on Instagram. It's basically an advertisement platform now for businesses, and it's fine to have that, and obviously we can't do anything to change it, but you sort of got to limit yourself to seeing how many adverts you see a day. Limit yourself into how many adverts you're seeing a day. So basically unplug for the internet when you don't need to see all these adverts. Spend less time on social media and just go on there to do what you need to do. Don't get distracted by, you know, all these clothing stores and spending your money when you don't actually need the thing, you just want the thing. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that one in quickly about advertisement and how many adverts we're exposed to on a regular basis. And it's so important just to sort of be aware of how many adverts you're seeing and sort of limit yourself to seeing them, because you're being exposed to like being conditioned into buying something when you don't technically need it or want it, essentially. Like it's so bizarre how when you're actually aware of how the internet works, especially with Instagram, it's basically like a business platform now, and how much business and marketing and stuff you're actually exposed to. So when I go on my YouTube or I go onto my Instagram, I'm aware of what advertisements are popping up, and I sort of ignore them and just forget that they're there, because if you sort of look at them and take them in, you're basically being conditioned by whatever advert that is to buy from there. I feel like the internet is such a cruel world in a way, because they're basically brainwashing you to buy instead of like living your life, spend time away from social media and stuff like that. I just feel like sometimes the internet can be quite cruel with the amount of advertisements that we're exposed to. It's not healthy. But yeah, I just thought I'd throw that one in there. So moving on to my first point, with the most important thing I've learned through the law of attraction is definitely gratitude. I know I've touched upon this in my last video with the law of attraction playlists that I have, but gratitude is truly so important. I just finished the book The Magic by Rhonda Bryn, I think that's how you say her name, and oh my god, it's so amazing and sort of literally inspires you to be more grateful for everything that you have in your life: family, friends, wealth, health, anything that you have. Gratitude is truly like a healing tool. Once you're grateful for the smallest things in life, you literally open a door to making your life feel absolutely incredible, and every single second that you live feels absolutely incredible, and spending that time doing your passions, exploring the world. And yeah, I just think gratitude is such an important one, and I truly believe it has the power of healing any situation. As long as you're grateful for something in your life, you can uplift yourself no matter what, and it's just so amazing to come across how important gratitude is. I think it's so important. So yeah, that's definitely one major thing that I've definitely learned through studying the law of attraction. So the next important law of attraction thing that I've learned is one that I have learned very recently, and it's the 369 method by Nikola Tesla. And oh my god, this is truly mind-blowing. So basically the 369 method works by writing down 3 things that you are currently desiring, whether it's health, wealth, family, any 3 things that are top tier that you want to attract into your life. So after you've written down your 3 most important desires, you then move on to the 6. The 6 in Nikola Tesla's 369 method is to think about those 3 desires 6 times a day, each of them 6 times a day. Say them out loud, say them in your head, feel how they would feel once you've achieved them, and that is so important. So do that 6 times a day. And then the 9 is basically visualizing yourself having that goal for 9 minutes for each desire. So basically 30-40 minutes a day, at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day, visualizing what that goal would feel like once you've achieved your desires. And I just think this is truly mind-blowing. Like, I'm so happy that I came across this teaching. And honestly, Nikola Tesla was just before his time. Like, honestly, he was just amazing with everything that he discovered. And yeah, the 369 method is so amazing. I'm so happy that I've learned this method and implementing it as much as I can, because it's such an amazing method. I feel like I subconsciously do it anyway. But yeah, definitely recommend to do that. So for me, with the 369 method, I've already written down my 3 most desires that I want, and I've written it in the I am format. So I am, you know, money magnet, for example. So yeah, the 369 method is such an amazing technique to use. I'm so happy that I came across it, and it was only recently that I came across it as well. And I think it's so important just to do your research in general. Like, I've come across so many amazing mentors like Bob Proctor, Jake Ducey, and just they're just so amazing, and I definitely recommend just looking up their content. And I absolutely love just TED Talks in general. Just finding out as much information as you can. It's going to help you improve what you want to manifest into your life. And yeah, so that's the second one. So following from those 2 mentors brings me on to my next point, and my next teaching is definitely using hypnosis and meditation. When I mention that I do meditation, I technically do hypnosis meditation. So I do that in the morning and the evening of my day. So basically it's like a track, like a relaxing frequency track that you listen to that has affirmations in, and you visualize those affirmations. And yeah, this all going into other points I want to mention, but definitely meditation and hypnotherapy, like hypnosis, is definitely a really good teaching, because it basically trains you to already think that you have that desire, and basically internally this is going to lead your brain to giving you ideas and thoughts how to attract that desire quicker. So I learned the importance of meditation and hypnosis truly from the YouTuber Jake Ducey. He's just such an amazing mentor, and I feel like with mentors you need to find who works for you, because some people may not like certain mentors and everything like that, or people that they look to for help. I don't believe in gurus, like even like when I'm like showing you the importance of these teachings, the law of attraction, like I'm just sharing knowledge. Like, I'm not someone to look up to, or anyone that you sort of who is a mentor is not someone to look up to. A mentor is someone who helps you get to where you want to be. So it's all like the Netflix series I'm Not Your Guru by Tony Robbins is so good as well. So yeah, I think that's just such an important teaching in general is hypnosis and meditation, affirmations, basically the same thing. But yeah, they're truly amazing tools to use to basically change your mindset, change the way you think, and yeah, I think that's so important. Moving on to my number 4 teaching is resonating on the right frequency. So basically you can't manifest what you want or dream about your desires if you're on a low frequency. You need to change your frequency to a higher frequency, and if you're confused, it's probably because I'm not explaining it that well. So basically, when you're sad, you're in a low frequency. When you're happy, you're in a high frequency. So basically, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling upset, you can't then manifest what you want if you're on a low frequency. You basically need to be on a high frequency of gratitude, of happiness, of feeling content with what you have, and just finding that right frequency is just so important. I really like to use special frequencies on YouTube, like manifestation frequencies. I think they're so good, so powerful, and yeah, it makes you feel really good when you're resonating on a high frequency, and also sends out what you want to desire and give you more ideas on how you're going to achieve this goal back to you. So yeah, definitely resonating on the right frequency is going to help you get into that headspace of you can achieve absolutely anything. So the next important thing that I've learned is image therapy. So what I mean by image therapy is basically imagination, using your imagination in your mind and using image therapy. So basically, when you make a dream board or a manifestation board, you're using images on that board to what you want to desire. So basically, if you put those images into your head, say if you look at a picture for 5 minutes and just remember everything what that picture looks like and close your eyes, you're going to remember that picture. So that's what you're going to do when you're manifesting. So you're saying your affirmations, you're saying everything back to you on your right frequency, or you can just say it in your mind when you're sleeping as well. And what you're going to do is then put the images inside your head, how you're going to feel, how you're going to look if you're changing the way you look, or how much abundance you have, or what house you're going to have, what house you're manifesting. And when you're putting those images into your head, it speeds up attracting that desire. So you'll feel a lot more sort of inspired in your daily life on how to achieve your goals and how you're going to attract this into your life. It's not going to come to you just like that. Basically, the law of attraction simplified is using your brain in the right way to give yourself more ideas on how to make that goal a reality. But also, law of attraction is very true in the sense that what energy you put out, you attract. So basically, another method that I've actually written down is the ABC method. So the ABC method works within your goal. So the A goal is something that you can do very easily right now to achieve that goal. For example, if you want a clean kitchen by the end of the day, put in the time to clean that kitchen and get it done, and it's sort of like an easy access goal. Your B goal is something that you need to put a little bit more effort into. So for example, if you want to be a little bit more consistent on YouTube, get noticed, you're going to put 2 videos out per week to get noticed. Something that is still achievable, but you have to put in a lot more work, and it can't be like a simple access. You might have to invest in that goal or something relatable along the lines. And then finally, your C-type goals are goals that you think are unimaginable right now to achieve. And it's so important to write down a C-type goal, because you can attract things coming to you unexpectedly, and basically you'll feel so overwhelmed if that goal comes true. For example, basically putting a large number down if you're attracting finance, a very large number down that you don't think you could ever do right now, but you're writing that goal down because you still believe that it might happen, whether or not it's unexpected, and you'll feel so overwhelmed if that did happen. So you're writing your very most important dream goal down that you think that won't happen, but if it did happen, it would be so remarkable, you'll be so blessed. And just writing that down, that is so important. That is literally a method that I actually found today, and it is so inspiring because you're writing down goals that are sort of unimaginable, but yet you've written them down, so it sort of puts things into concept, if that makes sense. So I know that a lot of these teachings are sort of like, sometimes people won't understand what I mean, but when you sort of take the time to break them down and actually implement them, write them down, use them, you literally just feel like a whole other person. So I know I've talked for a little while now, so the last thing I want to touch upon is have faith in the journey. and that you've planted the seed. And don't be worried about what that seed's doing. Your seed is your dream. Don't dig up that seed just because it hasn't happened a couple of days later. So if you've heard the expression, you can't plant the seed and reap the rewards at the same time. So basically you need to plant those goals in and expect them to happen. Expect them to happen like your birthday, like Christmas, every single year, and just basically expect and believe that they're going to happen. It might be a long journey, it might be a short journey. At the end of the day, don't dig up that seed, don't write it off. And this is again what all of attraction is about, is basically believing and making those moves to achieve your dreams and goals. So yeah, I feel like I've talked for a very long time now, but these to me are the most important things that I've learned with the law of attraction. And of course I have other teachings as well, but these are the most important ones I want to mention and sort of share to you. And if you've resonated with them or not, I am just so grateful that you've watched this video all the way through. Thank you so much. I hope this really helps someone out with just sort of understanding the law of attraction a little bit more. If it's inspired you, if it's excited you, please give it a big thumbs up for me. It really helps out my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye everyone.